Are you dreaming of breaking free from financial stress and living life on your own terms? So many people feel trapped by their finances, living paycheck to paycheck, or just not knowing how to make their money work for them. It's a common struggle, but trust me, it doesn't have to be your reality. Imagine a life where you call the shots, where money is a tool that helps you build your dreams, not a source of constant anxiety. This isn't some far-fetched fantasy. It's achievable with the right mindset and a solid plan. In this video, we'll explore what financial freedom truly means and how you can take practical steps to achieve it, no matter where you are on your journey. Financial freedom isn't just about being rich. It's about having enough savings, investments, and cash on hand to afford the lifestyle you want for yourself and your family. It's about having options, whether that's pursuing a passion project, retiring early, or simply not worrying about unexpected expenses. We're going to break down exactly how to get there step by step, with real, actionable strategies that you can start implementing today. Forget the get-rich-quick schemes and complicated jargon. We're focusing on tried-and-true principles that have helped countless people, including myself, build a secure financial future. It's about making smart choices, being disciplined, and understanding the power of consistency. So, if you're ready to take control of your financial destiny and start building a life of independence and choice, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the world of smart money choices and financial independence. Alright, so the very first step, and honestly one of the most crucial, is to understand exactly where you stand financially. I know, looking at your bank accounts, debts, and spending habits can sometimes feel like ripping off a band-aid. It's not always pleasant, but it's absolutely necessary. You can't plan a journey without knowing your starting point, right? So take a deep breath and get ready to face the numbers. This means listing out all your income sources, your salary, any side hustle money, everything. Then you need to list all your debts, credit cards, student loans, car loans, mortgages. Get the exact balances and the interest rates for each one. This part is critical because high-interest debt can be a massive roadblock to financial freedom. Once you've got your income and debts down, it's time to look at your savings, or lack thereof. How much do you have in your emergency fund? What about retirement accounts or other investments? Be honest with yourself here. And finally, track your spending for a month, if you don't already. You need to see where your money is actually going. Many people are shocked when they realize how much they spend on non-essentials. This isn't about judging yourself, it's about gathering data. This complete financial picture, your net worth, your cash flow, your debt load, is the foundation upon which you'll build your entire financial freedom plan. Without this clarity, you're just flying blind. Okay, once you've got a clear picture of your finances, the next step is all about your mindset. This might sound a bit fluffy to some of you, but trust me, how you think about money profoundly impacts how you manage it, and ultimately, whether you achieve financial freedom. For a lot of people, money is a source of stress, a necessary evil, or something to be spent as soon as it comes in. We need to flip that script. Start seeing money not just as currency for buying stuff, but as a powerful tool. A tool that can build security, create opportunities, and give you choices in life. It's a resource that, when managed wisely, can work for you instead of you constantly working for it. Think about it this way: every dollar you earn has potential. It can be spent on a fleeting want, or it can be saved and invested to grow into more dollars, bringing you closer to your long-term goals. This isn't about becoming a Scrooge or depriving yourself of all enjoyment. It's about becoming intentional. When you view money as a tool for building a better future, you'll naturally start making more conscious decisions about how you earn it, save it, and spend it. This mindset shift from reactive spending to proactive building is fundamental. It's the difference between constantly feeling like you're chasing money and feeling like you're in control, directing it towards what truly matters to you. Now that your mindset is shifting and you know your starting point, it's time to define where you want to go. And I mean define it by writing down your financial goals. Vague ideas like "I want to be rich" or "I want to save more" are not going to cut it. You need specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart goals. Think about what financial freedom actually looks like for. Is it retiring by a certain age? Is it having enough passive income to cover your living expenses? Is it buying a home or being debt-free? Get crystal clear on these things. Break these down into short-term goals, say for the next year, like saving $5,000 for an emergency fund or paying off a specific credit card, and long-term goals, like accumulating a certain amount for retirement in 20 years. Writing them down makes them tangible. It takes them out of the realm of daydreams and into the realm of actionable plans. Keep these written goals somewhere visible, on your fridge, as your desktop background in your journal. This constant reminder will keep you motivated and focused, especially when you face temptations to stray from your plan. This written blueprint is your roadmap. Without it, you're just wandering aimlessly. Alright, this next step is where the rubber really meets the road for a lot of people: tracking your spending. You might think you have a pretty good idea of where your money goes each month, but I can almost guarantee that if you're not meticulously tracking it, there are leaks in your financial boat that you're completely unaware of. This isn't about making you feel guilty for buying a coffee, it's about gaining awareness and control. For at least one full month, ideally 2 or 3, you need to track every single penny you spend. And I mean everything, from your rent or mortgage payment down to that pack of gum you bought on a whim. There are tons of ways to do this: budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or even a simple notebook. Find a method that works for you and stick with it. At the end of the month, categorize your expenses: housing, transportation, food, entertainment, subscriptions, and so on. This is where you'll have your aha moments, or maybe oh no moments. You'll see exactly how much you're spending on dining out, on those multiple streaming services you barely use, or on impulse purchases. This data is gold. It allows you to identify areas where you can realistically cut back without drastically impacting your quality of life, freeing up cash that can be redirected towards your savings and debt repayment goals. This principle is so simple yet so incredibly powerful: pay yourself first. What does that mean? It means that as soon as you receive your paycheck, before you pay any bills, before you buy groceries, before you even think about spending it on anything else, you set aside a portion of that income for your savings and investments. This is a non-negotiable. Most people do it the other way around. They spend money throughout the month and then save whatever is left over, if anything. That's a recipe for never getting ahead. By paying yourself first, you prioritize your financial future. The best way to do this is to automate it. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account or investment account for the day after you get paid. Start with an amount you're comfortable with, even if it's small, like 5% or 10% of your income, and then gradually increase it as you get better at managing your expenses. When the money is moved automatically, you don't even have to think about it. You'll learn to live on the remaining amount. This single habit, consistently applied over time, is one of the most effective ways to build wealth and achieve financial independence. It ensures you're always making progress towards your goals, regardless of what other expenses pop up. Once you're tracking your spending and paying yourself first, the next logical step is to consciously spend less. Now, this doesn't mean you have to live like a hermit and never enjoy life. It's about being intentional and distinguishing between needs, wants, and wasteful spending. Go back to that spending tracker you created. Where are the biggest opportunities to cut back? Often it's the small recurring expenses that add up, those multiple streaming subscriptions you hardly watch, the daily gourmet coffee, the lunches out when you could pack your own. Canceling unused subscriptions or finding cheaper alternatives can free up a surprising amount of cash each month. Another key aspect of spending less is to focus on value and quality over quantity, especially for bigger purchases. Buying a cheap item that breaks quickly and needs replacing often costs more in the long run than investing in a quality item that lasts. Think about your purchases. Do you really need that new gadget, or is it an impulse buy, fueled by marketing? Sometimes simply delaying a non-essential purchase for a week or two can help you realize you don't actually need it. Reducing unnecessary expenses isn't about deprivation. It's about optimizing your spending so that your money is aligned with your values and your long-term financial goals. Here's a shift in perspective that can actually make you happier while also being good for your finances. Buy experiences, not just things. We live in a consumer-driven society that constantly tells us to buy more stuff. The latest phone, the trendiest clothes, the newest car. And while there's nothing wrong with owning nice things, research consistently shows that experiences like travel, learning a new skill, or spending quality time with loved ones tend to bring us more lasting happiness and fulfillment than material possessions. Think about it. The joy from a new gadget often fades quickly, but the memories from an amazing trip or a meaningful experience can last a lifetime. This doesn't mean you have to go on extravagant vacations every month. It can be as simple as a weekend camping trip, taking a cooking class, going to a concert, or even just having a regular game night with friends. When you're allocating your discretionary spending, consider if that money could be better used on creating a positive memory, or learning something new, rather than acquiring another item that will likely end up collecting dust. Often, experiences also involve spending time with others, which strengthens relationships and contributes to overall well-being. By consciously choosing experiences over things, you're investing in your happiness and honestly, potentially saving money that might otherwise be spent on depreciating assets. Alright, let's talk about something that weighs heavily on so many people: debt. If you're serious about financial freedom, paying off debt, especially high-interest debt like credit cards and personal loans, needs to be a top priority. Debt is like an anchor dragging you down, siphoning away your income through interest payments and limiting your ability to save and invest. Think of every dollar you pay in interest as a dollar that could have been working for you instead of for the lender. The feeling of being debt-free is incredibly liberating. It's a massive step towards true financial control. There are a couple of popular strategies for tackling debt: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. With the snowball method, you pay off your smallest debts first for psychological wins, then roll that payment into the next smallest, and so on. With the avalanche method, you prioritize debts with the highest interest rates first, which saves you more money in the long run. Choose the method that motivates you most and get aggressive with it. Look for ways to make extra payments, even if they're small at first. Cut expenses, use windfalls like tax refunds or bonuses, and throw every spare dollar at your debt. Getting out of debt is hard work, but the peace of mind and financial power it unlocks are absolutely worth it. Once you're managing your spending, paying yourself first, and tackling debt, it's time to think about the other side of the equation: increasing your income. Relying on a single source of income, usually a 9-to-5 job, can be risky in today's economy. Creating additional income streams not only accelerates your journey to financial freedom, but also provides a safety net if your primary income source is disrupted. There are more opportunities than ever to earn extra money, especially with the rise of the gig economy and online platforms. Think about skills you have that others might pay for. This could be anything from freelancing in your professional field, writing, graphic design, coding, to driving for a ride-share service, delivering food, tutoring, pet sitting, or selling crafts online. Even small amounts of extra income, if consistently earned and wisely managed, can make a huge difference. You could use this additional cash to aggressively pay down debt, boost your emergency fund, or start investing. The key is to find something that fits your schedule and interests, and then be consistent. Don't underestimate the power of an extra few hundred or even $1,000 a month. It can significantly shorten your timeline to achieving your financial goals. Finally, we've arrived at the step that truly unlocks long-term financial security and wealth: investing your money. Saving money is great, it's essential, but just letting it sit in a low-interest savings account means it's likely losing value over time due to inflation. Investing, on the other hand, is about putting your money to work so that it can grow and generate more money for you. This is where the magic of compound interest really kicks in. Your earnings start earning their own earnings, and over decades this can lead to substantial wealth accumulation. It's how you build a nest egg that can support you in retirement or provide passive income. Now, investing can seem intimidating, with all the talk of stocks, bonds, real estate, and even things like gold or cryptocurrencies, but it doesn't have to be complicated. For most people, starting with low-cost index funds or ETFs that track the broader market is a fantastic, relatively simple way to begin. Real estate can also be a powerful wealth-building tool, though it often requires more capital and effort. The most important thing is to educate yourself, understand your risk tolerance, and start early. Even small, consistent investments can grow significantly over time. Don't let fear hold you back. Think of investing as planting seeds that will grow into a forest of financial security for your future self. So, there you have it. 10 real-life steps to unlock financial freedom and start living life on your own terms. We've covered everything from understanding your current situation and shifting your mindset, to practical strategies like tracking spending, paying off debt, and the crucial step of investing. Remember, achieving financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires discipline, patience, and a commitment to making consistent, smart choices with your money. But the rewards, a life with less stress, more options, and the ability to pursue your passions, are absolutely worth the effort. Don't feel overwhelmed if you can't implement all these steps overnight. Pick one or two that resonate most with you right now and start there. The key is to take action, no matter how small. Every positive financial decision you make today is a step closer to the future you envision. Keep learning, stay motivated, and don't be afraid to adjust your plan as your circumstances change. You have the power to change your financial story, and it starts now. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope this video has given you the clarity and motivation to take control of your financial destiny. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content on building wealth and achieving financial independence, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Let me know in the comments below which step you're going to